Hi. Okay, so this week I was looking at the functionalist perspective, and I'm going to be relating that a little bit to kind of just what we've talked about with marginalized populations as well. Yeah, so just for a refresher, the functionalist perspective is essentially just there's all these different parts of society that have to work together in sync to build up a successful society. So I made it kind of like a body sort of shape. And I did that because a lot of analogies within the functionalist perspective come from, or at least to explain the functionalist perspective, talk about it being a body. So there's so many different parts that need to work together, just like in a body. And so, I included a couple examples. Obviously, there's a ton of different pieces of society, but, like the criminal justice system, the economy, the government, religion, healthcare, and education. And so all of these things have to work together, right? Because, especially when we're looking at how marginalized populations interact with these different systems and society in general, it comes down to, every little piece interacts with all the other pieces. And so, government is that macro level, what are the policies that are impacting people? And then we get into, okay, well, that policy, relates to healthcare because it was a healthcare policy. So, that determines whether or not low-income folks can get healthcare. Well, that impacts how well they're able to do at school. And, what opportunities are there. And, that could potentially lead to, interacting with the criminal justice system. And, kind of all of this is tied into the economy. And, religion, even though we're supposed to have a separation of church and state, we often don't. And so religion, ties in so much to government because a lot of policies are very heavily influenced by religion. And then, for topics such as abortion, that influences healthcare, and, it influences, as far as religion and government, creation theory and things like that, that influences education. And so it kind of all just goes around and around and around.